Hello students, myself Dev Singh from LPM Public School. Dear students, we have completed chapter first from history, and now here in this video you will get the solutions for your exercise. In your book, question first is describe the circumstances leading to the outbreak of revolutionary protest in France. Revolutionary protest in France. Here, this question indicates to those circumstances that is the chief cause for the revolution protest in France. You will mention here some point like that. Louis XVI was an autocratic ruler and who couldn't compromise with his luxurious life, and he also he was also not able to improve the conditions, the economical condition in France. And when he ascended the throne, the royal treasury was already empty, as long years of war had drained the treasury fully empty. So the financial problems was also the big problem that led the protest in France. And once the very wrong decision taken by Louis XVI when he helped the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from Britain war, it added more than 1 billion, a big amount with a 10% interest, and the French government has to pay this amount. So this was also a very wrong decision, and they had to suffer so much just after it. The condition of French society that was divided into three parts, you know that first state, second state and third states, and the discrimination system in the French society is also responsible here for this big protest. The administration department was also very corrupt there, and you know that if in a country the administration department is fully corrupt, definitely the country will be not able to develop its economical condition. So you will write all these regions responsible for this protest. Now question number 2. Which groups of French society benefited from the revolution, and which groups were forced to relinquish power? Relinquish power means give up, त्याग देना. पावर किसकी पावर चली गई, छीन लिया गया. Which sections of society would have been disappointed with the outcome of the revolution? Students, in this question it is asked that which society was beneficial there and which society had great loss after this revolution. Now, you know that the society was divided into three parts, and the first and second states were wealthier, while the third states belonged to workers, peasants, shoemakers, and small businessmen who suffered there in the society as they have no special rights, and the first and second states had privilege, so they were enjoying the fruit of many advantage by birth. So now the wealthy class of the third state, which came to be known as the new middle class of France, benefited the most from the revolution, and this group comprised of big businessmen, petty officers, lawyers, teachers, doctors, traders. So with the abolition of feudal system of obligation and taxes, the clergy and the nobility came on the same level with the middle class, and they were forced to give up their privilege. Their executive power were also taken away from them. मीन्स जितने भी उनके पास स्पेशल राइट्स थे, जो भी प्रिविलेजेस थी, जो भी फ्यूडल सिस्टम वहाँ पे थी, ये सारी फ्यूडल सिस्टम वगैरह उनसे छीन लिया गया। और अब वे भी जो थे देवर नाउ इक्वल विद third state with the equal with the middle society. So now there was not a big difference between the first, second state and third state. So very clearly we can say that the third state was benefited largely, and first and second states were in a loss just after this event. Okay, now the third question is, describe the legacy of the French Revolution for the peoples of the world during the 19th and 20th century. 19th and 20th century मीन्स व्हाट वाज द लीगेसी, क्या उसका इफेक्ट क्या रहा उस रेवोल्यूशन का 19th और 20th सेंचुरी के दौरान। उस फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन का वर्ल्ड लेवल पे इफेक्ट क्या रहा, यूरोपियन कंट्री पे इफेक्ट क्या रहा, और कैसे उसके बाद अदर कंट्रीज़ में पीपल्स जो थे वो काफ़ी रिवोल्ट के लिए खुद को मेंटली प्रिपेयर किए, ये सब क्या इफेक्ट रहा। यू हैव टू राइट हियर ऑल दीज पॉइंट्स स्टूडेंट्स, यू कैन राइट हियर एज आई एम टेलिंग यू। द फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन प्रूव टू बी द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। The ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution. सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट यही चीज़ है, आपको याद रखना है। 1 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन के लिए भी आ सकता है कि सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट लीगेसी क्या रहा। तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट लीगेसी यही रहा कि आइडिया ऑफ लिबर्टी एंड डेमोक्रेटिक राइट्स, लोगों के अंदर लिबर्टी की आइडिया आ गया, डेमोक्रेटिक राइट्स को गेन करने के लिए लोग रिवोल्ट स्टार्ट किए। ये सबसे बड़ी लीगेसी वहाँ पे है। एंड दिस आइडियाज बिकेम एन एम्पायरिंग फोर्स फॉर द पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट इन द वर्ल्ड इन 19th and 20th century. The ideas of liberty, equality and fraternity spread from France to the rest of Europe, where feudal system was finally abolished. फ्यूडल सिस्टम वॉज फाइनली, जो भी वहाँ फ्यूडल सिस्टम थी, जागीरदारी की जो प्रथा थी, फर्स्ट और सेकेंड स्टेट जो वहाँ पे काफ़ी वेल्दियर थे, इस सारी सिस्टम का वहाँ पे द एंड हो गया। एंड नाउ द सोसाइटी वाज इक्वल इन फ्रांस, देयर वाज नो बिग डिफरेंस बिटवीन देम एज देयर लैंड वाज सीज्ड, बिग हाउसेस, बिग बिल्डिंग वर आल्सो सीज्ड एंड it divided into many parts. So such type of step was taken by the government just after the great protest by the great number of the people of third states. Okay, colonized people revolved on the ideas of freedom from bondage into their movements to create a sovereign nation states. And the idea of nationalism that emerged after the French Revolution started becoming mass movement all over the world. Now people begin to question the absolute power. So there was a big effect of this revolution, especially in a European country, and it spreaded throughout the world as people started to ask their question, started to ask their advantage, their rights in the society. So it led towards a big changing in the society. Now the next question is, draw up a list of democratic rights we enjoy today whose origins would be traced to the फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन। ट्रेस मतलब होता है लेफ्ट मार्क, जिस पे फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन ने कुछ उस पर छाप छोड़ दिया हो, निशान छोड़ दिया हो। तो वी हैव टू राइट हियर द आंसर रिलेटेड टू आवर डेमोक्रेटिक राइट्स एंड आल्सो दैट इज इंक्लूडेड विद द legacy of the French Revolution. Okay, so here are some democratic rights. rights which we enjoy today, that can be also traced to the French Revolution. You can see here, right to equality including before law, यही फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन में भी हुआ था। नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट ने जब राइट टू इक्वलिटी बिफोर द लॉ कर दिया कि सब लोग नियम के सामने सबको इक्वलिटी रहेगी, कोई इसमें स्पेशल में नहीं रहेगा, कोई अप डाउन वाली बात नहीं रहेगी। एंड प्रोहिबिशन ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड इक्वलिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी इन मैटर्स ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट, राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन, राइट अगेंस्ट एक्सप्लॉयटेशन, राइट टू लाइफ एंड राइट टू वोट। Right to life, right to vote, right against exploitations, and right to equality are the democratic rights which we are enjoying today, and it is also included with the effect of French Revolution. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, now would you agree with the view that the message of universal right was beset with the contradictions explained? Message of universal rights, this question is easy. You can write here to add the values like the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen, Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens, including with many ideals. Okay, right to vote, right to equality, सॉल्विंग ऑफ मेनी पुअर्स प्रॉब्लम्स। तो ये सारी पॉइंट्स को आप ऐड करके यू कैन आल्सो राइट द आंसर हियर। ओके, लास्ट क्वेश्चन, हाउ वुड यू एक्सप्लेन द राइज ऑफ नेपोलियन? अभी हमने कल ही आपको पढ़ाया था, नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट का लास्ट पॉइंट था, आउटब्रेक ऑफ रेवोल्यूशन एंड एवरीडे लाइफ में नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट का मेंशन किया गया था। तो पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी ऑफ डायरेक्टली पेव द वे फॉर द राइज ऑफ नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट। Napoleon had achieved glorious victory in wars, and this made France realize that only a military dictator like Napoleon would restore a stable government। इस तरह से कई युद्धों को जीत करके और डायरेक्टरी सिस्टम को इंस्टेबल करके नेपोलियन ने अपना एक विश्वास बना लिया था कि वो फ्रांस को एक स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट दे सकता है। ठीक है, उसके द्वारा कई ऐसी चीज़ें जैसे कि ड्रेसिंग सिस्टम, वेट रिड्यूसिंग, डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ राइट्स फॉर द सिटीजन्स एंड many laws such as protection of private property, uniform system, ये सारे डेसिमल सिस्टम, ये सब नेपोलियन की ही लाई हुई सिस्टम है। ठीक है, फाइनली ही वॉज डिफीटेड एट, याद रखना है कि डिफीटेड एट वाटरलू इन 1850। Students, in your book there were 6 long questions. You have to write it in your copies as I explained here, and short answers as during the explanation I have also explained you. So we will write all these things in your copy, and now we will start our next chapter on the next day. Okay, so if you will get any problem you can ask me and you will complete your copy. Okay students, goodbye everyone.